Good day and welcome. You're watching Maarten NEWSDESK, where we bring you the latest and most important stories around the island and beyond. With your anchor crew, Alston Lawrence, Glenda York, Tiziana Hart, and Mizzy with the Sunshine Report. This broadcast is brought to you by TV15 and proudly produced by Great Bay Media Studios in Philipsburg, St. Maarten. And now, let's jump straight into today's top headlines.
KPSM Action Team intensifies targeted controls and preventative operations. The police force of St. Maarten KPSM reports that its action team conducted targeted controls and preventative frisk operations across the island from February 9th through 14th. The operations focused on road safety and tackling narcotics and illegal firearm offenses. Special attention was given to traffic management on Rhine Road and at key roundabouts, including Maho and Kruithof. Officers regulated traffic flow and coordinated with taxi and bus drivers to enforce designated pickup and drop-off points. 2 vehicles were towed for illegal parking, and 1 bus driver was fined for disembarking passengers outside an official stop. In total, 55 vehicles, 6 scooter riders were checked, and 14 individuals were subjected to preventative searches. 1 scooter was impounded for lack of documentation, and a small quantity of narcotics was confiscated and destroyed on site. Following several recent serious traffic accidents, KPSM is urging tour operators and public transport drivers in the Maho and Mullet Bay areas to strictly observe traffic regulations, avoid illegal parking, and adhere to designated stops. Police say visible and targeted operations will continue as part of ongoing efforts to maintain public order and road safety. Minister Tackling signs cooperation agreement with Suriname to support prison operations. Minister of Justice, the Honorable Natalie Tackling, has signed a 1-year cooperation agreement with Suriname to strengthen operations at Point Blanche Prison. The agreement, signed on February 16th with Suriname's Justice Minister Harish Monorath, provides for the temporary deployment of experienced Surinamese correctional officers to St. Maarten. The officers will support daily prison operations, reinforce safety protocols, and enhance institutional stability. The move forms part of St. Maarten's detention sector reform program, which aims to modernize and strengthen the country's detention system. The added support will allow the ministry to continue recruiting and training local correctional officers while maintaining operational continuity. Minister Tackling called the agreement a strategic step to safeguard stability while building long-term local capacity. Suriname's Justice Minister highlighted the importance of regional cooperation in addressing shared justice and security challenges. The ministry says detention reform and workforce deployment, The ministry says detention reform and workforce development remain key priorities moving forward. SMCU calls for forensic audit, willing to meet with Hato and Telem management. The St. Maarten Communication Union, SMCU, says it is prepared to meet with Mr. Hato and Telem's management to discuss what it describes as the company's serious financial situation. In a press release issued Tuesday, the union stressed that Telem is a public company and that must be managed with transparency and accountability. While acknowledging financial concerns, SMCU said it has withheld sensitive details to protect the company's competitive position. The union raised objections to reliance on foreign technology providers, citing global security concerns, and warned about risks tied to outsourcing services and data. It also expressed concern over the company's reported debt, said to exceed $50 million, and ongoing financial pressures, including incomplete projects and refinancing challenges. SMCU is calling on government to commission a full and independent forensic audit to establish Telem's true financial position and develop a credible turnaround plan. The union says transparency and decisive action are essential to safeguard the company, its employees, and the public interest.
Hello, my people. My name is Glenda York of Sit, Sip and Chat and Moms in Paradise podcast. You can find us on TV15 St. Martin, TVC St. Kitts, and on YouTube. Reporting from Great Bay Media Studios in St. Martin, your news desk feature story is coming up. But first, here is Mizzy with the Sunshine Report.
There, it's Mizzy with a Sunshine Report, straight out of Sunshine City, St. Martin, bringing you the warmth and the sunshine you need to kickstart your day. So let's dive into today's forecast and see how the skies are treating us.
At Telem, we believe connection goes beyond signals. It's about people. From every call, every laugh,
Hi, Merry Christmas. Thanks for calling.
every moment shared across our island,
Game time.
we're reminded this network was built by Maarten for Maarten.
I couldn't. Oh, I got you. Don't worry, man. We're good.
When are you coming to St. Martin?
All right, let's go. Go.
Here's to staying connected to what matters most. Your connection, your Christmas.
Stay connected to the best of local and Caribbean content anywhere, anytime with the TVC Plus app, the official app of TVC Channel 40. With the TVC Plus app, you can watch TVC Channel 40 live, catch every episode of your favorite shows on demand, watch exclusive pay-per-view content, listen to Voice of the Caribbean radio, and watch and read SKN Newsline. The TVC Plus app is available on all your devices. On the Google Play Store, search TVC and the plus sign. In the Apple App Store, type the words TVC Plus. And we're also available on the Amazon App Store for Fire TV and Fire Stick devices. Search the words TVC Plus. Download today and take TVC Channel 40 wherever you go.
All right, don't miss NEWSDESK. Weekdays at 11 a.m. and 5 p.m. on TVC. St. Kitts to the world, now streaming everywhere. Minister Brug meets with new SZW board chair, Erno Labega. Minister Brug has held an introductory meeting with Erno Labega, the newly appointed chair of the board of SZV. The discussion focused on strengthening governance, continuing cost containment efforts, and improving operational efficiency. Both parties also emphasized the importance of enhancing SZV's public image and rebuilding trust. A key priority highlighted was addressing outstanding government payments owed to SZV. The minister and board chair agreed on the need for a structured and sustainable repayment plan to protect the long-term stability of the national health insurance system. Minister Brug reaffirmed his commitment to financial sustainability and strong collaboration, while Labega pledged transparent and accountable leadership focused on quality service. The ministry says it remains committed to supporting good governance and fiscal responsibility at SZV. Eugene Holiday appointed to Court of Justice Board. Eugene Bernard Holiday has been appointed by royal decree as a member of the Board of Directors of the Court of Justice on behalf of St. Maarten for a 5-year term. Holiday, an economist and former governor of St. Maarten from 2010 to 2022, succeeds Kelvin Bloyden, who served on the board from 2011 until February 9th, 2026. Bloyden played a key role in shaping the board's responsibilities, overseeing the court's organizational structure, annual plans and budgets, and serving as liaison between the court and the various governments. The board expressed appreciation for Bloyden's years of service and welcomed Holiday, noting his extensive experience in governance and supervision. The board currently includes Ralph R. Engels of Curaçao as chairman, Elmar Joon Nassa, representing the Netherlands, as vice chairman, Luzina de Graaf Mattermaker of Aruba, and Eugene Holiday, representing St. Maarten. Airport hosts the Valentine's movie night for seniors. Princess Juliana International Airport Operating Company, known as PJIAE, hosted a special seniors movie night on Friday, welcoming 60 elderly residents for a screening of War Room in celebration of Valentine's Week. The airport transformed its check-in hall into a cinema-style setting, creating a warm and memorable evening for seniors from the White and Yellow Cross Care Foundation and the St. Maarten Senior Citizens Recreational Foundation. Transportation was arranged to ensure comfortable attendance. Guests were welcomed by Corporate Communications Officer Cassie Scoutons and co-host Shudiska Priest, who emphasized the importance of honoring the generation that helped build St. Maarten. Seniors enjoyed dinner and refreshments served by airport staff and volunteers, with special assistance provided throughout the evening. Each guest received a rose at the end of the screening as a token of appreciation. CEO Michael Cleaver said the initiative reflects the airport's commitment to community engagement and honoring the island's seniors. The event was warmly received, with representatives of the senior community expressing gratitude and hope for future initiatives.
When we come back, we go to our in-depth feature of the day, exploring one of the island's most thought-provoking topics. That's just ahead. Stay tuned.
You know, we all talk about having rights. And yeah, we do.
We have the right to be safe.
The right to learn and get an education.
The right to speak up and be heard.
The right to dream big and build our future.
But listen, rights don't stand alone.
We also have responsibilities.
Real talk, if we want respect, we gotta give respect too.
St. Maarten is our home.
So let's protect it. Keep our beaches clean, our streets clean, and show love to nature.
Healthy island, healthy future.
Our parents and guardians do a lot for us.
Let's show respect, talk to them, and listen, even when it's hard.
School prepares us for life.
So we show up, we stay focused, and we put in effort.
We want opportunities, so we work for them.
We are part of this community, every village, every culture, every neighborhood.
Let's be kind, positive, and supportive.
A stronger community starts with us.
And most importantly, we are responsible for ourselves.
We make healthy choices for our mind and body.
We believe in our goals and our voice and our future.
Our rights gives us power, our responsibilities makes us leaders. Together we rise.
The Convention of the Rights of the Child isn't just a policy, it's protection and responsibility. When our children learn their rights, they are better prepared to take on their responsibility. This public service announcement is brought to you by the Department of Youth.
Let's put everything on the table. People always give their opinion, and you can either take it or crunch it. Let them judge. We give in to the most irresistible flavor. We devour every nugget that falls in our hands, especially when it's our crunchy fried chicken. And let the crumbs fly if needed. Let them keep judging. We'll keep indulging. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
You could talk to your family, talk to your friends. Affordability and convenience. Community connection, that makes sense. Reliability with experience. Hey, for every life, every adventure. #1 provider, they got ya. We tell them your data is always on. You can opt out whenever you want. Tell them we always on. For every moment when you want more. Tell them we always on. Stay connected when you want the road. Control my data, yeah, yeah, yeah. Always connected every time, everywhere. Money low, but I never fair. I know, tell them is there. Connectivity, that's what I like. Flexibility, that's what I like. Reliability, that's what I like. Tell them, sign me up for life. Tell them we always on. For every moment when you want more. Come tell them we always on. Stay connected when you want to go. Come tell them we always on. For every moment when you want more. Tell them we always on. Stay connected when you want the road.
Welcome back. Each day we take a moment to go beyond the headlines and look deeper into the issues, people, and conversations shaping life here on St. Maarten. Welcome to today's NEWSDESK feature.
Heart disease and related conditions remain a leading concern here in St. Maarten, mirroring trends across the Caribbean where non-communicable diseases including hypertension, diabetes, and heart disease continue to impact lives and communities. That's why the Collective Prevention Services, CPS, a division of the Ministry of Public Health, Social Development and Labor, is urging residents to make small daily choices that reduce heart health risk and save lives, starting with what we eat, how much we move, and how we manage stress and other risk factors. The heart is a powerful organ that works without rest to pump blood and oxygen throughout the body. But officials say lifestyle factors such as poor diet, lack of physical activity, smoking, excessive alcohol use, and unmanaged stress can contribute to conditions like high blood pressure and diabetes, which significantly increase the risk of heart attacks and strokes. Simple, sustained changes, eating a balanced diet rich in fruits, vegetables, and whole grains, reducing salt and processed foods, and engaging in regular physical activity can have a profound effect on cardiovascular health over time. Residents are also urged to prioritize regular health screenings to monitor blood pressure, cholesterol, and blood sugar levels, early indicators of heart disease risk that can be managed more effectively when identified in time. Across the island, public health partners are reinforcing this message with community-based initiatives that bring education, support, and prevention activities closer to home. The St. Maarten Medical Center's cardiac care services offer not only diagnostic and therapeutic support for heart conditions, but also education on lifestyle modification and long-term cardiac rehabilitation for those recovering from heart events. Meanwhile, local organizations like the St. Maarten Heart and Stroke Foundation continue to work with schools, councils, employers, and care providers to bring heart health awareness and support into neighborhoods, encouraging people to learn the signs of stroke and cardiac distress and to seek help early. In recent years, the island has also participated in regional public health initiatives such as the Heart's D Adaptation Project, aimed at improving diabetes and cardiovascular risk management in primary care, reflecting broader, long-term strategies to reduce the burden of heart disease within the community. Public health campaigns such as Caribbean Wellness Day, observed annually to encourage healthy lifestyles for all ages, stress that preventing chronic diseases like heart disease starts with everyday choices made at home, at work, and in our neighborhoods. Officials remind residents that heart health isn't determined by medical care alone, but by how we eat, move, connect, and monitor our own well-being. One small choice at a time.
Before we wrap up, we take a moment each day to check in with our neighbors across the region. There's always a story worth paying attention to. Here's today's regional headline.
Team SXM BJJ wins multiple goals in St. Barths. Team SXM BJJ delivered a dominant showing at the St. Barths BJJ Open on February 15th, earning multiple gold medals across several divisions. Black belt Yami Eloui captured gold in the No G Black Belt division, while Michelle Peterson secured double gold in both G and No G. Brendan Webster also topped the podium in the G Blue Belt division. The Academy's youth program produced standout results with gold medal performances from Leah Formika, Kane Shriram, Harley Lobokta, Adeline Lista, Dawson Lake, Allure Martin, Sophia Chamas, Kenzie Fidenik, Francia Phoebe, Natalia Keys, and teen athlete Jean-Harold Audubert. Additional No G champions included Louis van der Linde, Keenan Benjamin, and Ron Yu, who also earned his blue belt during the event. Head instructor Melissa Bartfield praised the athletes and their families, noting the team's discipline and resilience. SXM BJJ, an affiliate of Team Renzo Gracie, offers Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Muay Thai, and self-defense training in Colbert.
That's all the time we have for today's edition of St. Maarten News Desk. Thank you so much for joining us. Remember, new episodes premiere every weekday at 8 a.m. on TV15 and across all our social media platforms. From all of us here at News Desk, we wish you a fantastic week ahead. Until next time, stay friendly, St. Maarten.